Hello guys, welcome back to Career and Corporate Hub. Ngadzina Ndifikotani Hladrayo. This is an educational channel where we share different information about careers, bursaries, how to navigate your career at a workplace, how to navigate your life in a corporate environment, and different topics. So today we are going to talk about bursaries. So I've been sharing videos on the difference between, or the advantage rather, between the advantage of using a bursary versus NSS, which is now a bursary. So I will just repeat the first portion of the advantage. When you're applying for a bursary, look for a bursary that would give you placement afterwards. When I say this, I'm not saying that do not apply for a bursary in different companies. Do apply as many bursaries as possible because you're not sure which company will shortlist you. So therefore, it's quite important that you apply in multiple companies, but also you should also consider NSS. So now the difference between NSS bursary and other bursaries. So NSS does consider students, like prioritize on students who come from a poor background, whereas some of the bursaries look at your academic record. So if your matric results are like 65% and above, that would then be a priority for most companies. However, there are some companies that also take students who come from disadvantaged background. So when I did my degree, like during my university time, I didn't know that there are bursaries that take kids who come from a disadvantaged family. I did not come from a disadvantaged family. I believe my parents could have afforded to pay for my fees, but I had challenges with, I did share in some of my previous videos what were my challenges and the reason why I used NSS. However, when I first applied for NSS, I was declined because I used my parents' pay slips and it showed that they can afford. And then I tried other means, to get into NSS. That's why I did not use NSS entirely for my studies. So if you are then like don't have 65% and you would like to get a bursary and you come from a previously disadvantaged family, do look for bursaries that are in those category and not only focus on NSS. So I'm gonna share a link of different bursaries on this video. So the reason for this video, a lot of students are waiting for NSS approval. So either they are successful or they're not successful, and then they will see how they're going to study next year. Being they at university level and also in matric, some they are, yes, you are writing exams now, but also when you are done, some they wait until they get that application status or application feedback from NSS. There are a lot of bursaries that I've been sharing on LinkedIn. I've been reposting on LinkedIn. Even from my previous videos, I have shared a lot of bursaries. Even on Career and Corporate Hub Instagram, I've been sharing bursaries, also on TikTok. So make sure that you follow me and also the Career and Corporate Hub pages, social media pages, in order for you to get updated. So I will share a link of a lot of bursaries and scholarships that can help you further your studies next year or study at the university next year in the description box below. So when you are applying, here is my advice. Don't just apply because you see the bursary is there. You should make sure that you're applying for a specific bursary, and then you meet the requirements, and in your motivational letter, look at what that bursary is asking for, or the output of the bursary. Look for I'm not sure if on the bursary is a outlook. Let me check one of the bursaries, if it's output or what they mean. So just to give you like a proper example, right? So for an example, this is the bursary for 2024, and then it's so applying for social bursary, right? So the company is EXXARO. I don't know if that's Exaro. Yeah, I think it's Exaro. So that's the name of the bursary, right? And this bursary it's a mining company, right? So it says Exaro is a mining company with an exciting new sustainable growth and impact strategy, leading us to be carbon neutral by 2050. Our head office is based in Centurion, so they're talking where they are based in Centurion, with business units in Mpumalanga, Limpopo, and the Eastern Cape. So here already they sort of like highlighting that their priority on the candidates that they will take could be from Gauteng, Mpumalanga, Limpopo, and Eastern Cape. So then when you are writing your cover page, you should then look at the key points on this specific bursary post, right? So now it says a mining company. So now when you are writing your cover letter for this specific bursary, you need to specify that you are interested in working in the mines, or like a mining company, you like mines, like something along those lines. So that should also be part of your cover page. Like you must mention those key points that they have here, and also the sustainable growth. So you should also mention things like that in your cover page. So make sure that when you're applying for a bursary, you don't just write a general cover page and then you apply for the sake of applying. So what is important is that for every bursary that you apply for, you look for the key points that bursary has when you have to send your cover page, if that's what they request, and then make sure that you follow up with the application status. So here the closing date is on the 30th of November, right? And then to apply for this amazing opportunity in the Limpopo region, send an email to regina.mueta@exaro.com. So when you send this, they've given you an email. So now you need to follow up after maybe here they say paper selection will commence soon after closing date, right? So 2 weeks after the closing date, because they said paper selection will start soon after the closing date. 2 weeks after the closing date, and you have not heard anything from them, please follow up on the status of your application. So that's why it's important that you've got a paper trail of all the bursaries that you're applying for, so that you just don't apply. I mean, you don't just apply and wait for a call. There are so many people that are applying for the same bursaries, like seeking for the same opportunity as you. But how do you stand out from all those applications? You stand out by following up on the status of your application. And this was also a trigger from when I was talking to my niece. I asked her, I actually didn't know that she was not studying the whole year. She was not doing anything the whole year. If I knew, we would have done something, right? And I asked her, what are your plans for next year? And she was like, no, I've been accepted in these universities to do my honors. And then I then asked, okay, what are you gonna study with? And he said, no, I've applied for bursaries because my academic record for my degree was great. Then I'm waiting for I'm hopeful that I'm gonna get a bursary. It's very great to be helpful. It's very great to have that faith, but sometimes you need to follow up, eh? Like, God is gonna help you when you are also pushing yourself. Don't just sit and be hopeful. Understand where your status of application. Understand the status of your application, and also follow up. I mean, following up is like, it was unsuccessful or successful, and you knowing the status of your application would then help you to sort of like, if it was unsuccessful, then you will move on. So now, don't just apply to just any bursary. Apply looking at the whether you meet the requirements or not, and also use the key points. So be it on your CV, when you are writing your CV, include those key points that they have on the bursary application. So this is also the topic that I'm gonna cover with my mentees. So I have selected or shortlisted the candidates that fit to be part of the mentorship this year, and I only wanted 10, but I think now I've got 15. It's overwhelming, but I'm so excited to start the mentorship program. There's a lot that we are going to gain from. There's a lot that my mentees are going to gain from, and part of the program is like to teach them how to apply for a bursary, how to apply for a job, how to apply for an internship, how to follow up, how to ask the right question, how to structure your email. And this is not only me that is going to do this. I'm gonna invite different people to support me with these different topics. I have spoken to some people that will touch on different topics, including how to ask the right questions. You know, I do have a mentee who is very good at asking the right questions, and I've already invited him to join one of my sessions from the mentorship program, to sort of like give an advice on how to ask the right questions when you're in different spaces. So thank you so much for the support. Please make sure that you like this video, because it will help the channel grow, and the information that I'm sharing here is very important to a lot of people, especially in a space where some people are staying at home. They're not studying because they don't have any information on these different bursaries, and they feel like they come from disadvantaged background, so they cannot afford to study. But there are a lot of companies that are willing to fund people who come from disadvantaged families. So please make sure that you share this video, and also comment if you have any information that can also help from what I shared. If you have anything to add on the bursaries, other bursaries that you've came across with, please share them in the comment box. Share just like with information that can help one another. And bursaries are not only for undergraduates or grade 12. They are also for postgraduates. There are a lot of bursaries that I've also shared for postgraduate. So remember, I am not an accredited career advisor or bursary advisor. I'm sharing my knowledge from either what I've came across with from the internet, bursaries that I've came across with on LinkedIn, and also some stuff is from my experience as I was studying from varsity, doing my postgraduate, and also like in the workspace. So if you need like professional advisor, then please do so, because it can help you a lot to guide you in your career. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.